Well, good morning, my beautiful YouTube family. All the glory to God always. As you can see, I stayed overnight in Lab Squatch 1. I usually do that, at least once a month, maybe twice a month if I don't go anywhere in it. And I got a place down by the pond that I got leveled out for both RVs. But there's just something therapeutic about aquatic life at night, if you understand what I mean. Just the sounds of the frogs and the loons and the crickets and the owls, and I mean we can obviously hear that up at the house, but there's just something about it. It's peaceful and spiritual, and I recommend everybody, if you can, grab a tent or something and just go experience that. It's something about looking up at night and seeing the stars and hearing everything around you is just it's really a different world. It's nature's melatonin, so to speak. I want you to bear with me, if you would please, with this video, and it's going to be a rather long one, and there's a reason for that. So please, if you can, listen to it in parts. I'll try not to put you to sleep, but it's very important to me. And it has to do with this debate or interview that hopefully is still on. And if you've been noticing on my, I think it's on my community page, there's been a little bit of back and forth between Miss Clinton, myself, and then a couple of their little puppy dogs come in and try to bite and run with their tail, you know what I mean, to get brownie points. Basically, it's sad, but they, if one comes, I mean, they all do. It's just gross. It really is how brainwashed and mindless these people are. But what they are saying is and by the way, as you know, you can check, they challenged me, and in fact, she personally challenged me to do it, as they say, live, go live. I mean, they love that terminology, but to go live and show my face and expose all, I am absolutely 100% agreeing to that. I've been dreaming about this, and if you remember, about a year ago, I called everybody out first. I said, look, this has got to stop. If you want to meet, kind of the same thing that I'm going to imply here, if you want to meet in a nice conference center somewhere, or a local law enforcement office that will agree, if we pay to use maybe a interrogation room, something, put the cameras up so everything is legal and on the level and is being witnessed. And none of them. It was crickets. I mean, it sounded like my pond last night. And I challenged like 5 different people all at one time, and not a single one of them, came forward, because I called their bluff. And that's kind of what's happening now again. And I do have some stipulations, and you can call them demands if you want. That's fine. Whatever terminology you want to use, that's fine. Requests. Because I want this debate, I want this interview to be the one that ends all, that stops it, that completely stops this weird, grotesque, stalking, perverted obsession they have with me. I've never seen anything like it, people, other than in stories of, like pedophiles and so forth, where it's just nonstop. I have no idea why they are so obsessed with me. I'm not surprised if they don't go to bed at night talking about me. I mean, that's flattering, I guess, but it's just very strange. And it's weird, because they're the ones that always talk about supposedly they're being stalked by people and things, but look, they're doing the same thing. It's creepy. Okay, it's just really creepy. So this is the stipulations, and I want you people to seriously think about it. And this goes out to their side, friend or foe of me. I don't care. You can come to my channel all you want. Anybody is welcome, and you know that. I do not delete anybody's comments. I do not ban anyone. I don't care what anybody says. I do not do that. That's always been my policy. I don't believe that we should be censored because we have, because of our opinions, because of our beliefs, and because we may disagree or not get along in those opinions or beliefs. I do not believe in that type of censorship, so I do not do it. And of course, they are famous in not just my channel, but others, you know, saying stuff, posting stuff, letting it stay up for a while, then deleting it. And a lot of their followers are famous for that too. It's kind of a taught trait, so to speak, from these people. But the only time I will, and you know this, delete anybody or give them reprimand is if they get nasty to any of my supporters and viewers or family members. And so far nobody has sunken so low to say anything about my family members, and I appreciate that from you know, from everybody. You know, that just off limits. You know, my friends, they can defend themselves, but I prefer that that situation doesn't arise, but I will defend them when needed. But come to my channel and talk to me civilly. You know, no need to come over like a little puppy with your teeth showing, just so you can get brownie points from, you know, your master. Come to me like an intelligent human being with a legitimate questions or concerns, and we'll talk that way. You're absolutely welcome anytime to do that on my channel. So here's my stipulations that the other side think is just like so far out there, and they just can't believe that I'm asking this. But there's a reason, and you'll see. Just listen to it in full, please, and hopefully you agree. And if you don't, leave some suggestions in the comments, and I'll legitimately consider them. Okay, anything to get this to go forward. But I requested that we both have legal representation, attorneys, on both sides during this process. And I'll tell you why. And it was a real red flag, because they claim to be, you know, multiple business owners and, you know, financially this and that, and it really put up a red flag, and I kind of think not, to be quite honest. But when you're dealing with as high stakes as this debate's going to be, and it will be, believe me, to where you know, you could lose your ass financially, and you know, and many other things as well. You want your attorney. And that should have been the first thing they jumped on. Should have been the first thing that they would have absolutely agreed to. I know I would have, and I did. I mean, I suggested it, so I'm ready to roll in that aspect. We need to be held accountable, meaning myself and everybody else that gives the world or our viewers, our supporters, any kind of information. We need our feet held to the fire, so you know that you are getting nothing but the truth. And that's all it should be. On my side anyway, that's all I mean, my channel really isn't about anything. It's about what I'm doing in life and going forward, and some of the adventures I'm planning and things like that. And I got the best followers on the planet, bar none. I've always said that. But I have a duty to bring you the truth no matter what it is. And we need to be held accountable for lies. And what I want is legal documents drawn up between our two attorneys. And anytime they want to start this process, all they have to do is get a hold of me. They know how to get a hold of me. They know my email. They know my channel. Multiple people. If they want to use a middleman, if they don't want to speak to me personally, to get this done and done soon. That way, if any of us, either one of us, are giving out false information, hearsay information, just flat out lies, we're going to be held accountable financially, and I think there should probably be a $10,000 to $15,000 breach per lie. I'm dead serious about this, folks. This needs to end, and it needs to end now. And I'm not worried about it one bit. But I'm talking information that is tangible. I'm talking interviews that you can actually see, which I have, and I'll be introducing if this debate goes forward. I'm not talking about, well, this person said this, or that person said this, or we found this on Google, or what the other person is famous for. And I don't know if they're even talking to anybody, but, during their live streams or whatever, but they always feel the need to have somebody back them up. That's a plain, that's flat out a liar. When you got to say, hey, isn't that true? You were there, weren't you? You'll back me up on this. Bullshit. You don't need anybody to back you up if you're telling the truth, okay? Your word, your honor, your integrity, that's what I have, and that's all I need to back me up. But it seems like this particular person is always saying that. Always. You were there. You were there, weren't you? Or was it you that was there? No, it was you. Sometimes you're getting confused in their own lies. What I'm getting at, folks, is everything has to be tangible and provable during this debate. It cannot be hearsay. It cannot be what Joe Blow said. It can't be what this person said. It can't be from even a friend. This has to be from the source. From the source visually themselves. Not something that's written down on a piece of paper or text or whatever. This is going to be absolutely legitimate because, like I said, it is going to end all for all times. And if they don't want to tell the truth, if they're found to be lying or giving false information, hearsay information, they're going to pay for it. And that goes for me too, okay? I can guarantee you I will not do that. But this has to be put in play. And the other thing is that I'm going to, one of the stipulations, which I do not think is over the mountain, so to speak, as they're making it out to be. I don't want them to be making thousands of dollars off this interview, because it will happen. You do your homework, people. They may blab off and say, oh, there's ways to find out what these people are making. And they even admitted, now I don't know if this still holds true now, because, they of course took advantage of Bart's kindness and his knowledge and his status, and had real big numbers on their live streams and podcasts. But they even admitted, when I'd come on the 2 or 3 times, that I pulled more numbers than anybody they ever had. Ever. Okay? You know what kind of money that made them. Me, I don't give a shit. I don't need the money. I really don't. You people know that. I'm not faking about my financial status or anything like that. It's just it's foolish and it's childish and it's very insecure. When people do that type of thing. So I want it to be on either an unbiased person's small a channel that he or they have no influence over, have no link to, and that's going to be hard because they can get to about anybody. They're very good at intimidation, lying, and manipulation, and so I don't know. That'll probably almost be impossible. I know I don't have influence over anybody's channel or anything like that, so I thought if we could find somebody that needed the money or needed the views and stuff, let's do it on their channel. But I think it'd be better if we do it in a controlled setting, like I said, a nice hotel somewhere, a nice conference room, a lobby, wherever they choose. I'll fly back down to Austin if I have to accommodate them. I'm bending over backwards to make this happen. And just, they don't want to do it. They just do not want to be held accountable. And that's exactly what it is. I don't know what else to do, people. If you have any suggestions that are reasonable and legitimate, let me know. But, they're trying to make it like, that, like I said, that Anthony or Tony or whoever come over like a little puppy and was trying to bite. And now if you were a man, you just get on there and show your face and go to the debate, blah, blah, blah. Whoever this guy is, I don't know. Well, I mean, I literally laugh out loud because they just don't have a clue. They're a mouthpiece for these other people, and they really have no clue. I don't know why they don't want to. Well, I do know. I knew why they don't want to do it, because they know they're going to get caught. They know they're going to get caught. This is serious shit to me. I'm not joking. This isn't a ploy. This isn't a, I called your bluff and then I'm going to back down. No, this is going to go forward one way or another. We need to get this done, and I don't know how else to let them know and let everybody else know that I am 100% absolutely agreeing to do this, as long as it is nothing but the truth, all the truth. And that's another thing. You people out there may think this is a kind of corny, but I want both of us, when we're being filmed, I want both of us to put our hands on the Bible beforehand, and swear our oath that we're giving the truth. I think that should be done, don't you people? I mean, that's just, it's not just the Christian thing to do, unless you just absolutely do not believe, you're not a true believer. That's why I say one of the hardest things a Christian will ever do in their life is try to be a Christian. That is the hardest thing in my life. Because I am a daily failure when it comes to being a Christian. But I tell you what, if somebody tries to mock or denounce my Lord and Savior, you're going to have a bad fucking day. A really, really bad day. So I try to do what I can to be a good Christian, but I fall short, and a lot of us do. But I think there's people out there just call themselves Christians because they'll know it sounds good in people's ears, and it sounds good rolling off of their forked tongue, to get people to believe they are, but they're really not. So I don't want to keep you anymore. As you can tell, my brain is really turning here, because I'm trying to get this to be a reality. But I don't think it will, because I do not think these people want to actually. Oh, I know they don't. They do not want to be exposed. I guess they forgot that I spent, myself, Shiloh, and Sissy spent over a year and a half behind the scenes getting ready for this exposure documentary we were going to do. And I know there's a 2 or 3 very certain particular things that this podcaster gentleman over there does not want me, or does not want the public to know, and does not want me to come out with. That is 100% provable. This particular thing, I think it's kind of got at him. And the sit-down, we had an actual sit-down video interview with the gentleman that was at this particular place, and gives his name. He actually lives there in Austin. And it is very, very, very damning. And no reason for this person to lie, because this person was actually kind of, I want to say, following him at one time, until he started listening to his podcast and said, like, Jesus, I didn't know this is the kind of person he really was. So that information, I think, is just going to sink the ship. And there's other things as well, but I just want to let you people know that everything I'm going to be bringing forward is going to be not myself or Shiloh or Sissy, you know, verifying this. This is going to be from actual sit-down interviews from people we never knew and still don't really know, other than us, you know, giving the, conducting the interviews with. And their names, everything will be there. So if you want to look them up and try contacting them, 3 of the people are there in Austin and know this group of people personally. And I don't think they'd have any problems with verifying other things that you might want to know. So again, this is no joke to me. We need to get this forward, and this is a direct message to you people over there that challenged me. If you have nothing to hide, if you are true, if you are Christians, if you have dignity, if you have honor, if you have all those things, then you will get an attorney. I mean, a legitimate one, not one that's has been barred in the state of Texas and that has been fined over $5,000 for fraudulent representation of a client. Okay, not that attorney, but I mean a real attorney. We can have this all wrapped up. Well, Randy's, my attorney, said that we could have all this wrapped up in 48 hours. Then the setting up of the documents and everything to be signed and all that stuff, you know, take another day or two, I guess, and then agreeing on where you want to do this live interview. Okay, now this isn't, like I said, isn't going to be where you're going to, and there's going to be stipulations to that too. There's going to be copyrights on it, because neither one of us, myself nor you, are going to be able to make any money on this. Everything, I mean, it's going to be done right and done legal. I mean, I'm going to be putting out a lot of money on my behalf, and I'm sure you'll have to as well. But this is how serious I am about this. So let's get it done. You know how to contact me. Quit beating around the bush. Quit being, just stop being you for a while, okay? Stop being you for a while, and let's get this done. I'm anxiously waiting your intelligent, civilized response. The quicker the better. And I think the people, I know the people need to know the truth of everything. And on the lighter side, you'll get to see me. Yes, this finely chiseled, tattoo-covered gentleman in his late 50s. Oh, hey, I got to throw a little fun in there, but I think you'll be surprised. I think you'll be surprised. I think you'll be surprised on who I am. Let's get it done. God bless. Godspeed. And we'll chat again.